Hello there, Year 11s, and welcome to the guidance video for your Moral Studies Lesson 1. This is the first week that we'll be doing the distance learning, and it's very exciting to be able to share this with you and connect with you, and on the topic of what the importance is of connectedness. So in today's lesson, we'll be looking at you being able to give at least 3 examples of how you connect to the world around you, to explain verbally or in writing the importance of active listening in establishing and maintaining connections, and to be able to explain the difference between the terms social presence and connectedness. So I've tried to make this lesson as easy and as straightforward as possible. The only thing that you need to do is you need to be able to finish off the activities before our lesson on Monday. Now, I do appreciate that it's quite a tight turnaround because we do have our moral studies lesson on the Monday, and you are getting this on Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've tried to keep it as short and sweet as possible. I would really appreciate it if you could prioritize this task for your Sunday and get everything done and ready for you to go through with me on the Monday lesson. And it's Monday period 3. So in your lesson, your classroom lesson, you should be able to find a couple of documents, including the link to this video, which will be on YouTube. The lessons that the classroom that you have is actually structured in the following way. So I've kept all of the moral studies resources for the lessons at the bottom of the page. Now, this might increase in number but I don't see any reason why this should do. This should increase in the next couple of weeks, and it does look as if there are more lessons than perhaps we will have available at this late stage of the year. However, what we will do is we will pick the most important parts and we'll go through those. And if we do have more time, we will go through the extra parts as well. Now, if we do run out of time, I will of course be able to make these available for you to carry through over the course of the summer vacation. But the lesson that you found is in this section over here, and the only thing that is missing is the lesson plan. I'm just about to put that there as well. Your lesson plan just basically summarizes everything that you need to be doing. And there is a link to the slides there as well. So basically what you need to do is you need to try and make sure that you get through the reading material as quickly as you can. Don't spend too long reading through it. The reading material that you need for this lesson is in this document over here. So what I need you to do is I need you to open up that section, and you will see some really important information right at the very beginning, the learning objectives. And there's a quote from Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may Allah have mercy upon his soul. And he said that in past years have emphasized the importance of unity as a vital necessity for providing a better life to the people, for ensuring stability in the country, and for realizing the hopes and aspirations of our people. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to work your way through, read the introduction, find out some of the new terms that we need to cover in the lesson, terms such as openness, social cohesion, social inclusion, and multicultural collaboration that we have covered in Unit 4. But we are going to be looking at another term, connectedness. Okay, we'll also look at what is meant by social presence and how it is different from connectedness. When we go through the lesson, I'm going to look out for your extra additional use of the terms. It's a great infographic about how we connect to people these days. There's a key term that you need to understand and memorize. The term connectedness is an emotional connection or sense of belonging to a person, group, community, or culture, whether in the real world or a digital environment. Please make sure that you learn that key term before you come to the lesson. So there are a couple of tasks that we will be going through. I'll just go through the other key terms. Social presence is the perceived notion of social awareness between two communicators in an encounter using a communication medium. And the other one is social awareness, the acknowledgement or recognition of the existence of another person or group. I'll go through the information, and if there are any other key terms, I will of course stop the slide and I will read those key terms. But it gives you an idea in a sense of how much material you do need to work through. Hence, that is why I'm giving you the opportunity to go through the material before the lesson. And when we go into the lesson, we will be able to discuss the terms, be able to discuss the questions that I've raised, the tasks that you've done, and we'll be able to get through the material in a much faster way. Here's another key term for you: communication. Learn this information. Communication is individuals informing or acknowledging one another. Okay, so for example, I'm communicating my ideas to you. So another term for you to learn, key terms: conversation, individuals talking or sharing a dialogue with one another. Okay, so I'm having a conversation with you right now. I'm hoping to have that conversation back, return conversation when we have our lesson. Another key term, collaboration, individuals co-creating together with one another. So read through the information. Social connectedness, the way individuals come together and interact with one another in a social setting, whether in person or online. Social isolation, the actual or imagined disconnect from others through an absence of meaningful interactions, relationships, or contact. Oral traditions, the social customs, historical events, folklore, personal narratives, or other information that are shared and passed down the generations through verbal communication. Oral history is another key term for you. The narratives of memories of living people about specific events or a social life which they experienced during their lives, which are recorded and preserved as historical record. I'm hoping that this video on YouTube will be preserved as a historical record. So, lots and lots of information. Read through that information. School connectedness, the notion held by students that school staff and classmates have a genuine interest in them as individuals. Certainly something that we have in abundance at AAESS. So, once you've read through all of that information, what you then need to do is you need to have a look at the quiz. So the quiz, the link to the quiz is on the classroom. I'd like you to put your full name and select your form. And then what I've done is I have quoted some of the questions we'll be discussing with the units and the pages that they can be found on. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to make sure that you fill those answers in advance. There are lots of compulsory questions, but right at the end there is an optional extension. You don't have to do it unless you do have time. The optional extension question is kind of a very interesting quote from Sheikha Fatima bin Mubarak from a message she delivered at the 4th Annual Women as Global Leaders Conference, which took place on the 13th to 15th of March 2012. So she said, "You, the leaders of tomorrow, must appreciate that the ways we relate to one another will have a profound impact on our communities and our world. Global interdependence requires tolerance, mutual understanding, and cooperation across religious and cultural boundaries. Thank you very much for watching the guidance video. Once you've done the quiz and you've put all the answers in, submit them. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday, period 3. Please make sure that you arrive 5 minutes before the start of the lesson so that we can make a prompt start and start on time. Take care, stay at home, stay safe, and bye for now.